I'm Dave Salhome with Pyramid Heating and Cooling. We do a lot of work with Arbor Homes and help them with their heating and cooling.
And I understand that you were really instrumental in helping convince them to take this step toward designing their homes and building with the ducts inside.
Well, it's part of pulling it into the envelope. Really helps them in able to contain and not have any loss with their duct system with heat, and so it makes the house more efficient, and we believe it also helps us to put a system together that can work and go together well and fast.
Mm-hmm. And can you tell us why it helps you?
Well, we're like any company. We want to control our cost. We need to provide their customers with good value at a price that they can afford, and Arbor is one of those really good builders who desires to give their customers a good product as well. So being able to pull the ductwork inside the house, we eliminate some of the issues we run into with rain. We can put our system all together. We work off of a lot of ladders, but we eliminate all that underfloor time, and can keep our mastic dry so that it seals really well, and it just puts together a good product.
Mm-hmm. So how would you say that overall using the ducts inside approach affects quality?
Again, we operate in this Portland metro area, and when you're putting together a duct system in a crawl space, you're doing that often while the rain's falling, and that's a challenge sometimes to keep the mastic on the ductwork, to keep the insulation dry, to do those things that help that to be a long-lasting product to go together well and swiftly. Mm-hmm. So by able to pull it into the envelope, we've got a roof on before we're here, and that works real well for us to just pull through and get the ducts well sealed.
How do your workers feel about that?
Sometimes it's a little tight. We're putting two duct systems. We're not going in an attic and a crawl space anymore. We're putting two duct systems in close proximity. So occasionally there's a challenge that occurs there. Having said that, anytime you can keep a guy out of the rain, he appreciates it.
Mm-hmm. Good. Do you run into conflicts with the other trades at all?
Occasionally. The other day we had a home, we put a system in, and we found the electrician came and went right through our ductwork with his wire, and that required a repair. Mm-hmm. Again, it's a sealed house, and so it was important to cut that ductwork apart and put it together appropriately and put the mastic around. Mm-hmm. Occasionally there's that issue, but it's the planning phase. It's working with the other trades that makes the whole thing work.
Mm-hmm. And how do you avoid those kind of conflicts or deal with them?
Well, Arbor, again, is real good at working with, because they have their trades lined up. They've got, they encourage us to talk. They use the same companies all the time, so we get used to working together, and so we know what each other needs, mm-hmm. and make compromises as we need to help each other out.
Have there ever been any special meetings or anything held in order to kind of help you?
Oh, sure, yeah. Sure. Anytime we do a new plan, we have typically the job super, and he'll pull the different trades in, and we'll go through what we need to do when there's going to be a challenge.
Has this affected your scheduling at all?
Oh, well, yeah. If we can put a system together and do it all in one trip rather than multiple trips, obviously we can cut some labor off of it. That reflects back and gives Arbor better value in their end product, so it works very well that way.
Great. And what would you say is the overall benefit to your company from doing it this way? Well,
we of course want to work. We want to get the business and provide our customers with good value. By putting a system together, we can maybe put together as a great cost benefit. It works very well. At the same time, delivering superior heat. Arbor will pay to do a double trunk system so that the upstairs is separated from the downstairs, and able to put balancing dampers in, and working with that kind of partnership works very, very well for us.
Did you run into any issues when you tried to locate the furnace inside the house?
Oh, there's always challenges. We have height limitations. We want to plan for cooling those options in the future, and so we have to have enough height for the coil to go in. We put high-end filters in the systems so that we can maintain outstanding filtration. We have the outdoor air system that comes in, all to fit in now an interior closet. And that's a lot to put in a small space. So you have those challenges, but they're all workable.
Have you tried to locate the grills, the supply grills, in a different place than you normally would?
We no longer move all the way to the outside of the envelope. Often we put them toward the inside of the envelope. Part of the dynamics of this type of shell, when you put in the better windows, when you go above code for insulating, when you really seal an environment, then you don't necessarily need to get that duct on to that outside wall any longer. It's not as cold a surface as it used to be. And so able to shorten those ducts up a little bit, again, helps in the cost end, but we're able to place them then maybe where it's in a place a bed isn't going to sit or a piece of furniture isn't going to sit. So we try to plan ahead with all that kind of information.
Mm-hmm. And have you made any changes in the types of grills you use on those registers?
Occasionally we'll end up with a high-end grill, but for the most part it's the same product that we put out, and we've never gone to the bottom end, so we don't know what the bottom end is anyway.
Somewhere in the middle, maybe.
Yeah.
And I think I noticed upstairs that you're not locating the registers all the way on the interior walls. You're kind of in the middle of the room a little bit more.
Correct. Oftentimes we'll put them around a closet. There's not a piece of furniture that's going to go there, so that we get that air that moves up in the room and around, and we have good circulation. Mm-hmm. We want air changes in this house, and so you need that air to get up and move in order to accomplish that air change.
Dave, I really appreciate you coming out and talking to us and telling us how you accomplished this.
My pleasure.
Okay.